Let's talk about that worker shortage that we're facing right now. If you're a leader struggling to attract and retain quality employees, or if you're an employee who's considering taking the step out and changing careers, or have already stepped out and is grappling to try to figure out what's next, I want you to tune in because this message is for you. I was coaching a client this morning, and he has a heart to transform the construction industry. And he said something that really struck me. Anybody who's listened to me talk at any length of time around tables has heard me talk about the leadership deficit that we're facing right now, more in this point in history than we've ever experienced in our lifetimes. So when he said what he did, it struck a chord in me. He said, Paul, we're not dealing with a worker shortage like everyone thinks. We're dealing with a leadership shortage. What he said was the absolute truth. And I want to give you a couple of different things that you can do if you're struggling and you don't have the answers. You don't know what to do to bring in the employees that you need. You don't know what to do, the steps to take to find that career that's going to be fulfilling. You might just be called to be a leader. But let's start with leaders first. You need employees. It's going to require you to change and to grow and develop yourself. I've spent the last 2 years of being intentional about learning how to connect to people. I'm not naturally wired for it. I love work. I'm wired for tasks. I'm wired to see things get done, to see growth, to see visions fulfilled. Those are the things that motivate me and drive me, not necessarily connecting with people. Although connecting with people is a big, big part. The visionary in me, the get it done part of me is a little bit bigger. So I've had to be intentional about developing those things. And these are 3 of the things that I've done this year. And I want to share them with you. Number 1, whether you're a leader or an employee, get yourself a good coach. Coaching is no longer something that is for the wealthy or the people who are hyper excited about growth and personal development. Coaching is now essential. If you're going to lead effectively, with all of the changes happening and them happening so quickly, coaching is essential. Get yourself a coach. Number 2, read. You would not believe how many executives I talk to. And when I talk to them about partnering with them around coaching in a book, their first response is, oh, I'm not a reader. And my thought is, how did you get where you're at and not be a reader? Be a reader. It doesn't mean you opening a physical book. Gain content however that looks for you. All right. Some of us aren't the kinds of people that can sit down and read a book, but we can listen to audio now. I do it digitally because I need to annotate in the margins and I need lots of space because my handwriting is chicken scratch. You can listen to podcasts. You can actually join podcasts and be interviewed around a panel and actually glean from a group of people. There are so many different ways to gain content without using written format. It's unreal. The last way is through people. Find yourself a community of like-minded people, all right, to grow yourself in the areas that you need your development in. As a leader, it's in leadership. There's a difference between managing and leading. Managing is great with processes, but leading takes people into account. It's into people development and helping people to become the best that they can be. If you're an employee, if you're looking to transition or already have transitioned, find a group of people that are further along than you are, that are already working in that field that can give you the ins and the outs and help you to access the information that you need to grow personally, to be able to step in with success. I hope this has helped, and I'll see you next week. Would love to hear your comments on the worker shortage, and let me know if I can help you with anything.